Hey guys, welcome to Ira channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about this Diton. Some people have questions, who is Diton? Some people already knows who is Diton. So the Diton electric bicycles are from, let me turn on the bike, because I think I missed this part in some area. I need to turn it on actually, let's see. And push the button over here. Button over here, so it does come with ignition key, and here's Akes. Who is Akes, you may ask me? Well, Akes been in business since 2014, and they were building mostly affordable budget electric bicycles, which are very cheap. They used to be like from around $600 and more in higher price. So they was very budget, mostly with a steel frame, very cool design, more like Super 73, okay, but they were very budget. So the whole goal was to make the bicycle more affordable for everyone who wants to ride, commute, and they cut the cost by going directly to consumer without even advertising much. They didn't spend any money on advertisement, like very similar to the Diton bicycles. So basically, they sent me few bicycles to market for you. Basically, to do review. They didn't ask me to make this video. They never paid me. I never actually got payment yet from them, even from referrals, which I don't really care much. I like the quality of this bike. I like the Diton rear, and they have new models. You might want to check link in description. They did provide extra discount for my followers, so you can save a lot of money. This bike, one of the recent design, and some people say they stole the frame design, but actually, just for many people who don't know, this frame actually designed by them. So they actually have patent for this frame for many years now, and Ghostcat actually basically using the frame under the patent. They pay them royalty. That's how the Ghostcat come up. But the Ghostcat frame now more kind of advanced by not advanced, I would say more like custom a little bit. They asked to remove this box for controller, put it under the seat. So they did some work in collaboration with Akes to make it look the way they like it. They listen to you guys and they make it like that. So today they decide to start to make this bicycle under Diton brand. It's a new brand for them, and mostly will be more premium bicycles. So they go in a premium kind of level now, a little bit more expensive, but still more affordable. They use more premium parts as D&M shock, the same they use on Suron. They use one of the nice motor by Maxus, and they have very nice fork. It's unbranded, I don't know the brand. Pretty good tires, which is by Innova, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, Innova, that's right. So this one are actually 20 by 4.5 inches wide. So they're much thicker tires, not only the way they look, and this fork actually inverted, about 120 millimeter travels. They have very nice headlight, good brakes by Simair, see-through oil. So let's not waste time and go for a ride and see how the bike just perform, and then we're gonna talk more what I think about this brand and if you should buy one of the bicycles. They do have new models as well, so let's go. Okay, so let's talk about the bike. Well, currently they have actually few models available, and this one, the one I'm running, it's a D9 they call it. It's pretty fast. You can see it, let's say with GPS. It's going very fast. Acceleration is very smooth. "31, 33, 34. Gonna slow down here. And I have about, let's see what percentage, 78% battery life. So it's not fully charged. That's probably why I didn't hit 35. Last time I got 35. But on the longer road, you can get 35. It is smoother bike. Not only feels smoother ride, but also the acceleration. Feel it. Some sounds from the front brakes. So I got 34 miles over here. Pretty much is the same as Diton rear, I believe 35 was maximum, but again depends on the battery. If I fully charged, also the tires, if you fully like air pumped. But people ask me who is Diton because they think it's a scam, they don't know the company. So they don't want to mix the companies, but later on I noticed they mix the company anyways. So I decided why not to tell you more about it, because again, this is a Chinese company which based in China. They do have warehouse in California. They do have some kind of distributor in California and some other state. So they are not new to distribute the bicycle in America, of course. They sell them on different platform like AliExpress. $35. So I'm gonna slow down so you can hear me better. I'm not trying to show off the speed much. This bike can be going 35 even not on full battery. It's about 63%. And what I noticed about specifically this D9, this BMS actually not very accurate once you start to ride. You'll go like oh, it's too loud. I'm gonna let go of the car because it's so loud. It's just too loud, I think. I thought they stopped doing that, but too loud for us to hear. So the BMS, the one who control like on in the battery, looks like show me percentage, let's say 60% right now. When I stop, and if I do like turn off the bike, turn on again, it will be go all the way back after a while. So it will 82 now. So basically it's not like battery gets getting discharged much as quick, but it's just BMS recorded, I guess, that the battery drops. I don't know what's like what exactly affecting this. Is BMS, like the one the computer controlling, or just the battery discharge inaccurate. But so far I'm getting good distance on this bike. I rode it like for a while, like not a lot of course, about, I don't even remember how many miles, actually 12 miles on this bike. But this bike also comes with a temperature of controller right there, so I know exactly how much control gets heat up. Also the voltage would be right there. I see like right now 57 volt, so it's not bad, and then it will drop to 53 once accelerate. So again, it is very nice acceleration, more smoother without like jerking off like some bicycle. You push the throttle, it will take off right away. This one much smoother. You will start to accelerate kind of smoother, so you will not fall off from the bike right away. Some other bike would do that. So some people like it, some people don't, so it's kind of part of the preference of riding. But it does come with a very nice display, the same as Rio. So they do have right now new in stock. It's called Tank 300, they call it, and they change the names like for the other bicycles, I noticed. So the 300 Tank 300 will have 48 volt system, 35 amp battery, same design, same motors, can go up to 35 miles an hour, but you're gonna get better range. I believe it's only like $100 more, but you get 15 amp more. So if you need range, you want to get that one. So they only have like 4 models like in stock, they told me. And also they have like 4 models of Rio, 5 of Rio in yellow, and they have a mini received for the Tank 300 now. I'm not sure if they're gonna restock the Rio because they're gonna come up with a larger battery as more people want larger battery. But if you want now to get it's $100 cheaper for Rio. It might be worse for someone, but if you want better range, then get 35 amp. Also, they came up with another bike which similar to Rio, but with a rear motor only. And that bike uses exactly the same motor like on this one. It's a 1500 continuous power, and the peak, let's see if I can switch to peak power. Over here, I just push the button, the display change, and I can see the peak power. So the peak power currently like over like 2140 just on the flat, and that other one will have the same. So it will go as fast as this bike. The only difference, the other bike will have larger battery, I believe like 35 amp, and different design of course. So which one would I pick out of all of them? Well, if you want like better suspension and more smoother ride as going off-road riding, this D900 probably better choice. It's lighter weight gonna be. But if you want more like street with a lot of power with single motor, then you want to check the website. They currently, I believe, on pre-order, because they told me this bicycle will arrive in USA around November, so in a month. So if you order now, you're gonna receive it around November. And what is important about the bicycles, usually when you buy bicycles, if the company is gonna be there, well, so far they've been in business for 14 years. I cannot really guarantee if they will be in business or not, but they use kind of two kind of business tactics. They use one of them to go the cheapest way to offer you the cheapest price on the bicycles. Okay, so that's what most people want, without too much spending on advertisement like some other company does. That way they don't send out bicycles like some other companies. They don't pay anybody like to market them. So this way you get basically the best price also the profit margin is smaller as well, because they're Chinese factories. They're not trying to make up, they're not business people actually, so they're not trying to make more what usually USA company would do, and less overhead. So that's kind of lets them keep this premium bicycle cheaper, even the one they're selling affordable. They do have different website, Akis. And also they told me they actually have distributor, or like AliExpress and some other company usually sold not directly from them. The Diton actually sold by them directly. So when you're buying, it will be basically a case ownership. So they basically selling the bicycle directly to you. So it's not like gonna be like a distributor. So you get less, they kind of cut costs this way. I'm gonna show you how it can climb the hill as well, because many bicycles cannot climb the hill. This bike can climb the hill. It does come with headlight, switch button, turn signals, horn, also ignition. Many bicycles would kind of miss this parts unless it's like some affordable bicycles. So they decide to go the same way like as a budget bicycles they have, but with a lot of stuff on it. So I'm gonna get to the hill and just see if it will climb it how fast again, because last time it did very well. I know like some be surprised, but they do have very good motor on this bike and also good controller. It's a 40 amp controller on this bike, and it can go about, so far going 80 miles an hour, 17. Outside is about 75 degrees, maybe less now, and it's going 15 miles an hour. Okay, last review video I did 5 times back and forth, and it did 15 miles an hour. Just comparison to other brand I tested, so hit 14 almost. Display show me less a little bit actually. Some most brands show you more, so it's they're not trying to get you more numbers on the display, so it's a little bit less. This display actually the same display used on some electric motorcycle, I would say. There's a lot of control, like but again they didn't make it open to public, so you cannot really go and make a lot of changes. So it's basically you can change the speed unlimited or reduce the speed, but you cannot really go and use different kind of settings to set up different pedal assist levels. It's basically safe for you, so you will not be messed up, because I noticed once the company allow you to do that, you're gonna get the bicycle messed up, and then you complain the controller get burned out or something else, you cannot start the bike. So they basically locked in, so you cannot really do that on this bike. But it is premium display, color display, large display. And let's go downhill over here and climb this hill. As you can hear, the front brakes, I think I'm not sure if they're gonna change the disc. I think they do on the 35 amp bike. This one comes with 160 millimeter disc, I believe. So that's kind of small. Or maybe 180 on this, I don't remember, I need to take a look. But I know these discs are a little bit smaller, and it's 180 I believe, with 2 piston only. But they're more like bulk, but again they're not as strong as Ghost Cat, for example. Ghost Cat has better brakes, but this one, you can hear the front brakes. These brakes stuck, probably the calipers. And so they're not really perfect brakes, I would say, but they're okay. You can always upgrade them. Yeah, these are brakes. I'm gonna try push sounds. So the caliper probably got stuck, but now it's better. So it's going 70 miles an hour in uphill. I tried to overheat this bike, but I couldn't. It does come with a good controller with 40 amp. So the same probably setup gonna be on the new model, which will have single motor with a yellow tank. With single motor will go up to 35 miles an hour easy as well. I like the other one as well because it's stable. It's less, basically it's the rear shock is not as bouncy, so you get better stability on the higher speed, but also it's a little bit different look, and the other one have more space for like stuff in the middle of the frame. And they do include a lot of stuff. When you're buying the bike, they even include the helmet, some a lot of stuff, lock, and which I don't really use. I actually give away the helmet someone, but they do include a lot of stuff. It's just the way the manufacturers, they try to do directly to make the consumer happy. But this manufacturer, like basically factory direct. So when you're buying like Diton, it will be basically directly from Akes to Diton. So Diton brand, basically it's separate brand from Akes, which Akes, I guess it's subsidiary brand, I would say, but more premium. Premium build, better frame, aluminum frames on all of the bicycles so far, I noticed, versus to the cheaper models have a steel frame. So the difference in price for cheaper frames, like a steel frame, usually about $100 to $200 cheaper. So depend on the frame. So that saves some money when you want to buy cheap bike. Like a lot of companies right now on the market, you can see dual motors. They're sounds like cheap, around $1,500, $1,600, or even $1,000. The reason they're cheaper is the brakes. I think they need some adjustment. So the cheaper brakes, yeah, that's a front. And also on this brake, front one gonna be on the right, and left will be on the. The rear will be on the left. So the cheap bicycles company, like they use steel frame because cheaper produce, and it's nothing worth. What it does difference only if you live by the ocean, it will rust quicker. Also, it adapt weight. It will adapt at least. I'm gonna make another route over here. It will adapt the same hill. Non-stop. I have the temperature so far 129 on controller, so it's not that hot actually. So they saving money this way by going with a steel frame. Some people like it, but what I don't like about steel frames, they get rusted. I see like some brands get rusted after a few months, inside out. So they're going by the sea. Some company, like some bicycles might already be rusted by the time you receive it. So I will not be surprised. So it's about over 2100 peak power on this bike. So it's pretty powerful. And it's not like some other brand which put a lot of power, peak power. This bike produces over 2000 and it's continuous 1500. So it does have a lot of torque. I feel like this bike, based on my testing, have about 160 Nm torque. Like DRT was going to this hill up to 30 miles an hour. Ghost Cat, current one, I don't know. I didn't test it because the one current, it has more boost. It has better controller, a larger controller now. So it might go even faster as this bike now. But the one I have went only 30 miles an hour. So the new one you buy from Ghost Cat will be better, of course. But the price, so the price are cheap. With my discount, this bike will be only like under $1,500. If you get the 35 amp battery, I believe the after discount will be around $1,600. And I'm not sure if they will charge you tax. I think the website might not to charge you even taxes. So you're gonna save a lot of money. So what's the risk going through Diton, basically Akes? Well, I don't know how good support will be and how good support is, because there's a mixed response from the company. Some companies say they're great. I mean, some people say they're great. Some people have issue and they never get resolved. After sometimes breakdown, basically like any other bicycle you're gonna buy, eventually the bicycle will break down. If the parts available, that's all vary. So I know there's many brands, they make the bike, and mostly the one who is not manufactured by themselves, they buy certain amount of parts without thinking they will break down, and when they break down, they go back and they buy more parts if needed. So they gave you 1 year warranty, but so far I didn't have any issue like as breakdown on the bike. It's I only have issue recently like with the charger which they replaced on the Rio, but it was kind of defective charger. They replaced with a better one. So again, if you decide to get this bike, and if even the charger will go down and they don't replace it, you can always buy the charger, because they basically use very generic charger. It's not bad, but it's gonna be more like, sorry, photo shoot. So it's not bad charger, but it's just the first one was kind of too budget one. It was good with, I believe, with fan, but for some reason it just didn't work. So maybe got damaged during the shipment, but they replaced, they sent me a new one. It's working fine now. So if something went wrong with this bike, the brakes, actually I saw with many other brands the same brakes, and you can probably get them from direct company after 1 year or 2. That's why you need a fast bike, so you can escape the dogs if needed. So most of the parts on this bike, it's more like generic. I'm not sure about display. The only things like display and controller are very important to find, but looks like they use the same controller like Ghost Cat. So I don't remember the brand name, but you can probably contact them and get as well. But again, it's not like Diton would avoid helping you to get this replaced, but just in case, if you buy and you're thinking they're gonna go and just out of business one day, those parts should be available on this bike. It's not like they create something completely new design, which like some prototypes they do, like some other company. Like for example, if you buy like Onyx, whatever, some stuff they are prototype which some another company they create. You cannot replace those parts because they basically design them and kind of create them, so it cannot replace. The most important is the frame, strong frame. The battery, you can always get them kind of replaced by going on AliExpress and buy the internal battery and just replace internally. You can do that, because when you open the tank, there should be a battery in which can unplug and plug in the new one, which you can buy from AliExpress, most likely easier. So same thing with this battery. So there's nothing like to worry in a long run. Also, the company is not, I don't think they're gonna avoid warranty to pay, because they are trying to be actually more on the market right now with a premium quality. And again, if you have any issue, you can contact me so I can get them involved and get you stuff fixed by them if they ignore you for some reason. Because I notice most company, I'm gonna stop here, I notice most company not ignore you, but they don't get your email or calls since they are in different time zone. That happens with so many companies, and I have like people contact me before, and there are some company like I know Bandit or Yota Bicycles, they ignore customers because they was like almost out of business. They just ignore. But there's many good brand which people just not happy because they send them email and they never get reply, or they left the voicemail, they never get the reply. Either your voicemail never went through because they probably get many voicemails and you didn't left clear message with callback. They don't see your caller ID, so they never call you back. Or maybe email address you send, went to spam and you never basically saw this. I'm gonna just park. So it's not like they try to ditch you, but that's might happen. I'm not saying it will not happen with any company. So for example, right now EBC, electric bike company, been in business for over 14 years, and they just shut down, filed for bankruptcy, chapter 7, because they cannot be profitable, too much overhead. And the bicycles looks good, but many bicycle I tested, actually some even better as spec-wise. So you don't have to wait, as they had like waiting time, sometimes months or 2 months by the time they finish your bike. The painting was good looking, but it was kind of raw painting. When I touched it, it was kind of soft, but it looks good. So they couldn't keep up with all the tariffs and stuff, so they went out of business. They promised like 10 years warranty on the motors, and most people who bought them now, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. They don't have any app anymore, they don't have any access like to parts, but hopefully they can get the bicycle fixed. So Diton does not offer you 10 years warranty. They don't offer you like different stories. What you see is that's what you're gonna get, and 1 year warranty, that's what they, I believe, offer for the bike. But again, if you have any issue, comment below so I can address, or contact me through the Facebook group. I do have a Facebook group, Diton, I create, so more people can join, whoever owns a bike. They do sell them some other area through, I believe Diton also sold on local like distributors. That's why they go faster. They only have 4, so they're gonna have more later. But this one is come with 25 amp. I have different stickers. They're gonna have different actual stickers on the bike, so you can basically just pull off the stickers if you don't want to. And I believe when they send you, they come with no stickers, so you can attach them by yourself, or you don't have to. So that's something great for someone. I think without stickers it might look as great. You can create your own stickers and put it on, so that's your choice. But the motor, it is large, it's powerful. I know I review many bicycles which claim to have like 2000 3000 watt motors. No, usually they don't have it. That's a peak power, and most likely when the both motor involved, but not single one. So this one is most powerful bike with single motor, under $1,500 right now. It's, I think, was the best price with good parts as well. The Shork, it's very comfortable, adjustable as well. Again, it sounds like a marketing video, and of course I try to get you more information about Diton. So since they basically, it was never really secret, but they try to make the Diton as premium brand, but it is made pretty much premium, I would say, this bike, because everything on this bike very solid. Some sounds from the brakes, which probably need some adjustment, also some use, and also some bedding, but I don't feel like it's a really huge problem. Also, the brakes always can be replaced easily with another brand. And thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in one of the bicycles, you can check link in description with extra discount code ERIDES. So the code currently $200. I know a lot of people waiting for the Black Friday, but I believe they will not have any Black Friday other than $200 off. It used to be 100. I talk to them and they drop it to 200 off. I noticed like sometimes on AliExpress they told me they might have scam. So if you see the bike very cheap, it might be a scam. So don't be surprised if you buy same bicycles and never receive it. Okay, because sometimes they do, like competitor, what they do is they list the listings for very cheap, like $100, sometimes $1,000, and you're gonna buy it and you're gonna wait it. And what they want you to do, they want you to get very upset and leave very bad review about the brand. That's how they actually fight the competition. So there might be some other company who wants to destroy the Diton or Akes, whatever. They do this way. So again, if you're interested to get one, check link in description, which is gonna be solid and not a scam. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.